Hey, how's it going, guys? Darth Vader Halloween here. Now today I'm going to be showing you guys how to set up the 7-foot tall Inferno Reaper that is being sold at Home Depot right now. Here are all the parts and pieces that you're going to find when you first unbox it. There's the main base right there, the 4 support poles, there's his adapter, his costume, his hood, we got his right hand right there, his head, his 2 arms, his torso, his hip frame, which also has the body turning mechanism. Then there's also his upper module, which basically controls the whole thing. The only things that you're actually going to be needing for this setup that are not included in the box would be just a Phillips head screwdriver, which is going to be used to screw on the head. So let's go ahead and start. I'm going to clear all this out of the way so we can actually have room to set them up. So yeah, I'll go ahead and do that. So here's the first part of the setup. You're going to take 2 of the support poles. It doesn't matter which 2; they're all the same. And hook them onto here. Actually, I'm going to turn the base around so that you can see it better. You got these 2 things over here, and there's a hole in the bottom of the pole right here. You want to line it up with the little metal button right here. Push it in, and then push the pole in until it clicks into place. Do that, and do the same thing with the other one. And go ahead and do the same thing with the last 2 poles here. Yeah, now I'm going to go ahead and turn the base around. By the way, here's an indicator to what the front of it is and what the back of it is. The larger portion of the base is the front of it. Another indication would be that little metal thing right up front in the corner over there. That'll let you know that is the front and the shorter part is the back. So yeah. Now once that part is done, you're going to go ahead and take the lower hip bracket and you're going to connect it into there. Again, this part right here is the front. So yeah, you're going to want to click that into place for both sides. And there's that. Here I got the costume. I'm going to go ahead and unfold this and do it here. You're going to want to take the costume, and this part where the Velcro is, I don't know if you can see that, but there's Velcro right here. That's going to be the back. That is going to be the back of the costume, so just grab a hold of the bottom of the costume, open it up, and then just bring it over there like so. Alrighty, now you can go ahead and connect the upper module onto the hip frame. Got that. While we're at it, let's go ahead and start doing the small amount of wiring here. Down here, coming from the hip frame, you'll see this black cable. I'm going to connect it into the black cable that comes from the upper module and connect that to the lower cable that comes from the hip bracket. So connect that just like that. There's going to be another, there's also another wire. There's this cable right here that has the white end on it. You're going to connect that to the other cable that comes from the upper module with the white end, as you can see right there. Now what you're going to do for putting the torso onto here, see these 2 little metal things right here? You're going to want to stick them into this little bracket right here. So yeah, you'll see how the 2 little metal pegs got into there. Just slid right in. And while we're at it here, we're going to go ahead and take this wire, this black, red, and orange wire coming from the torso and connected to this black, red, and orange wire coming from the module right here. Connect those two, and then take this black and red wire and connect it to the black and red wire coming from the module right here. Yeah, that's actually most of the wiring is done. The only wiring that we're going to do after this is just connecting the head on, but we're not going to do that just yet. What we're actually going to do now is we're going to go ahead and put the arms on. You'll see, again, these two little metal pegs. You're going to slide it into this bracket right here. Just like that. I'm going to go ahead and turn it around. And we're going to do the same thing with the other arm. Also, please do not take off the foam of the arm. It's actually part of the animatronic. If you take it off, then the arms just won't really look right. This just kind of fills it out a little bit when you put the rest of the costume on. So yeah, slide it into that bracket right there, and the arms are done. So we are almost done, but we're not quite there yet. Now what we're going to do, we're going to bring the costume up over all of it. I'm going to take the sleeves and put the arms through the sleeves right here, just like that. And we're going to do the same thing on the other side. Take the sleeve and put it right through this arm right here. And bring the rest of it up. While we're up here, I'm going to point out that there are Velcro strips. There's one right here, and you're going to go ahead and attach that to the Velcro strip right here on the chest, and do the same thing on the other side. Right here. There's also a little Velcro strip on the bottom right here. You're going to go ahead and connect that to the underside of it. There's a little Velcro strip right there too. Now I'll go ahead and take the right hand here. We're going to lift this cloth over and just slide it into those brackets, similar to how we attach the arms and how we attach the chest plate onto the module. There is also a Velcro strip on the sleeve right here. Right there, go ahead and attach that to the Velcro on the wrist right there. That part is done. Now we're going to go ahead and set up the bone scythe. You'll find two of these bone poles that look pretty much the same, but look at the bottom of each one. You'll see that on this one the hole is much smaller, so that's where you're going to go ahead and just put that on over there. Then you're going to see that on the top of here there are two grooves. There's one larger groove and one smaller groove. And on this, there is a larger groove and a smaller groove on here. You're going to want to match those up. And then just twist it to lock it into place. And now what you're going to do is go ahead and take the other part of the bone scythe that has the hand on it. Again, pay attention to the grooves. There's a large groove and a small groove on there, and a large groove and a small groove on the bottom of this as well. Go ahead and match those up, and then twist it to lock it into place. Now here's the part where you're going to want to connect them. Basically, it's the same way as you connected the other hand to the other arm. You're going to want to push this downward, connect it just like that. Push it in, and there you go. There's another little strip of Velcro on this sleeve, underneath this sleeve. go ahead and attach it to the Velcro that is on the wrist right there. Attach it just like that. Oh yeah, you should probably also attach the scythe blade to the top of it as well. This is really high up, but you get the idea. Just match the grooves up and then twist it to lock it into place. Twist it like that, and now the scythe is completely set up. Okay, now we're really getting into the final steps. Now we're going to go ahead and attach the head onto here. Yeah, just slide it into that pole right there. And this is where your screwdriver is going to come in handy. Go ahead and screw it in as tight as you can to really secure the head in all the way. As tight as you can. Now, here's the final part of the wiring. Take the yellow, orange, and black wire coming from the module and connect it to the same wire that comes from the head. Just like that. Alright, now go ahead and take the hood and go ahead and bring it over his head. I really have to stand on my tiptoes for this. Yeah, bring it over here. Okay, there. And so once you're done with that, go ahead and make adjustments to the clothing to make him look as realistic as possible. Cover the base as much as you can with the cloak, and try not to cover up the sensor, which is right there, because that's really the main thing that triggers him. And there's kind of only one more step left to do, and that is to plug in the adapter and turn him on. Right here is where you're going to plug in the adapter, and there is a foot pad accessory right over there, so if you want to plug it in, so if you want to use a foot pad, a try me button, or even the Spirit Halloween remote accessory, you can even do that too. There is a volume control knob right here, so turn that to your liking. Here's the on, off, and foot pad sensor mode. I have it on the foot pad and sensor mode right now, but if you turn him onto the on position, which is all the way to the left, that will make him go on constantly, and you'll just have him running, you know, constantly. And then there's the off switch. So yeah, let's go ahead and plug him in. Oh yeah, and also Velcro up the back of the costume here. Just close that up.
And I will not leave until I have another soul for the taking. You there, I have come for your soul.
So that's everything you need to do to set him up. You're done. If you like this video, go ahead and give it a thumbs up. Comment what you think of it. And if you're interested in this animatronic, I really highly recommend you go over to Home Depot and pick him up. He is $200, really reasonable price for him, in terms, you know, for detail and just what he does. He's just really amazing. I really highly recommend you to go get one of these guys over at Home Depot. He might not be available for long. I would suggest going over there and getting one before they sell out. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and set him off again for you guys, and then I'll end the video right here.
You are all mine in the end. No matter if you are royalty or peasant, I will cut you down in time. There can be no escape. Your soul is mine.
See you in the next video, guys.